every man for himself where I come from.
That's Marty Supreme.
Yeah. The sports movie that
Wasn't a sports movie.
Unless you being an asshole was a sport. Then he'd be a gold medalist. Martin has his best movies of 2025 up and ready right now. And I'm glad he's going first because Martin has really been watching everything this year.
A lot.
You've been on top of it, man.
You watch everything.
Yeah. I respect this man so much because I am so busy and I try, but I cannot make it to everything. But somehow this man steps up and you watch it all. And I'm jealous of that, man, because
No, you're not.
Yeah, you got that shit.
all right, I had to keep going there. I should have stopped when I was ahead. But I will say, you do make me regret not seeing some things because on this list, you have some stuff where I was like, either I didn't hear about it or I heard about it, kind of blew it off, and now you make me want to watch those things.
Sure.
But he did the same thing for me. Like there was a couple of movies where I was like, I never heard of them, and then you brought them up, and I was like, oh shit! I watched it, and I was like, that's one of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to. You're not going to see my list anytime soon. It might be closer to maybe when the Oscars come out because I have so many movies to catch up based on this man's list. But this is your list. Let me quit talking about myself.
And I'll say this about my list. These are my favorites. Now, there are a handful of movies, especially some foreign films, that are on the best of list, and I really did like them.
Two different lists.
Yeah, they just didn't hit me as much as these, but they are great films as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's the hard thing, man. You know, when you make a list like this, people think you're disregarding everything else.
Right.
No, sometimes it's just so many great things. You just can't put them on the list. And it also is personal, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a very personal list because there's always people like, what about this? What about this? Yes, Cinema Value was a great foreign film.
Yeah.
It just didn't make my list.
Yeah. So I was excited to see this list and put it together. And it's not even my list. So you're going to be really excited to hear his list, too. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Martin's top 10 best of 2025, and the first movie at number 10 is...
What's going on?
I love you, Mom. I'll see you tomorrow.
Merry Christmas. I love you.
I overheard you talking to your daughter, and I know you don't have plans. Let's go.
That's The Baltimoreans.
Yes.
Which I've heard a lot of great things about.
This movie was such a surprise to me because it played at South by Southwest, and it was like on my list of movies, like, oh, I'd like to see this. But, last year was a weird South by Southwest for me. And I didn't get to see many movies because I couldn't get the express passes and I didn't want to wait in line just to get turned away. And just reading about it, it just talked about people in an improv troupe called the Baltimoreans. And I wanted to see it because it was directed by Jay Duplass. But when they sent the screeners, I was like, oh, okay, I finally get a chance to watch it. Completely blown away. It reminded me of, we keep talking about those days of the 90s when we would see independent movies in the theater. And it reminded me of one of those where you're going to go on this venture because you got this actor, this guy here, who it opens with him trying to commit suicide. But he's engaged, and it's coming down to him going to have Christmas dinner with his fiance's family. But he goes on this side quest where his car gets towed and he goes to see this dental hygienist, this older woman, and somehow they kind of get linked together, spending the whole day together. And it kind of becomes romantic in a way you don't expect. And you just go on this whole adventure with them, doing stuff throughout the city in Baltimore. And the Baltimoreans was the improv troupe he used to be in that he got kicked out of.
He got kicked out of it?
Yeah. For some bullshit, but
I'm curious, what was it?
He said something that offended one of the members.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, say no more.
Yeah. But yeah, they go on this kind of, quirky adventure throughout the whole thing. And it's actually ends up being, it's a fun thing, but it ends up being very emotional by the end.
I can see that. I got that from the trailer when I was watching it. Something else that's really encouraging about this movie is that...
she's not a dental hygienist. She's a dentist, but go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So I think, did this win the audience award at South by Southwest. It won something.
It might have.
It did something pretty big at South by Southwest. And I've been reading about this, and it's going back to, it's not so much what camera you use, is what you do with your story and how you tell it. Because I think this is made with a smaller grade camera, or it's not a bad camera, but it's not one of the biggest movie making digital cameras out there.
Right.
It's made with probably more closer to a prosumer camera, and people are talking about how great this movie looks for using that particular camera. I think it's a Sony camera. So
Look at you, the camera nerd, coming back out.
Hey man, I pay attention to things like that.
Yeah.
I always used to do that, and now you're seeing these cameras where they're getting so great now. You have people who are making amazing looking films, and it's never the camera doing the work for you. It's about the story sometimes, and people who are willing to put in the work to make your film look good. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. That's a little side thing I heard about that, but I want to watch this.
And that this all takes place in this kind of sort of kind of blue collarish area of Baltimore. That camera stock fits this. It gives you that feel of where they are.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing this. This is one of the many things on my list, the Baltimoreans. All right, let's go to number 9 on Martin's Best of 2025. This is a movie that I did see.
Wonderful.
One of the many Stephen King adaptations that came to the theater this year. This is Life of Chuck.
Boy, Stephen King is back, baby.
Yeah, he really is. And Stephen King is giving you a lot of different movies, a lot of different genres with his stories. Everybody says he's a horror guy, but so far this year, he gave us a dystopian thriller. He gave us an action movie, and then he gave us, as we say, one of the probably the best feel-good movie of the year.
Yeah. Certainly. I mean, all the hype was like, how life-affirming it was, and the way the movie starts, where it seems so apocalyptic, it's hard to see that. The movie Life of Chuck, it's broken into 3 sections, and the 3 sections seem so different from each other. It's not until the end of the 3rd section, and really for me, not even till the next day, that I really clicked to me how they all connected. And it was just like a revelation. But they were so great to watch as they were happening. That first section being so this is really good, but I just don't quite get it. And then you got this middle section with Tom Hiddleston just doing a dance number out in the public square that kind of happens in an impromptu way. And
there he is. That's a great dance number too.
It is a great dance number. It goes on, and it's wonderful. But it gave me the feels, because I was like, I just love when things like this happen. It doesn't happen always, but sometimes you're someplace.
Yeah.
And then when we did our anniversary party, we had something like this happen.
We sure did.
Yeah. And I was like, this is what I'm talking about. This is so cool. It just makes you love life. And then the third part is just a great story about a kid's life, kind of a coming of age. But it all came together so well. And I just think it's such a unique movie. And one of the things I keep coming back to is how much I loved Mark Hamill in this movie as the grandfather.
Mark Hamill's been so good this year.
Yeah, Mark Hamill. He was also in another Stephen King movie. He was in
The Long Walk.
The Long Walk. Yeah, but then there's Mark Hamill in The Shadows.
Dark as hell.
Yeah, you should have Mark Hamill. Yeah, I don't even know, but it said Mark Hamill. But yeah, he really is great in the movie. This is a movie that you recommended to me not too long ago, so I have not seen this one yet. I found out that I did hear something about it though, and a lot of people were saying that this is great. And Martin agrees. Number 8 on your list of Best of 2025.
I sure don't know how you got down this road, but you got the wrong idea. I'm afraid you got some bad information.
And that is The Mastermind.
Starring Josh O'Connor, who I had no idea he was British until he showed up on SNL a couple weeks ago.
No, I read that he was British when he was in that tennis movie.
Oh, yeah. Challengers.
Yeah.
I've seen so many movies with him where he doesn't use a British accent.
I know. He was just in Knives Out.
Knives Out, and The Invention of Sound, and gosh, it was something else I saw him in. It's like,
Yeah, he's a great actor, though.
Oh, yeah, he's having a great actor. But yeah, here he plays a guy, and I think it was Cleveland where they are. And another, not a glamorous city, but he's an art thief. He's an art lover and an art thief. But he's trying to mastermind this big theft. But also, much like the Safdie brothers characters, he's a guy who is not nearly as smart as he thinks he is. I mean, if you want to have a night of watching dumb criminals, this is one, and just doing things that are cringy, and you're like, bro, come on, you got a family. What are you doing? And it's directed by Kelly Reichardt, which I hadn't seen any of her previous movies, like First Cow or anything. I know there's a lot of people who...
You didn't see First Cow?
No.
I saw that. I thought you were with me.
No. You told me about it. And I know a lot of critics who saw that and her other movies, and they're just like, her movies are so boring. Yeah. Remember, I was talking to some who were like, they won't even watch this. And I'm telling them, like, I don't know about her other movies, but this one is good. And they're like, nah, I'm not going to take the chance. Now, it's like I said, it's a slower pace than, say, Marty Supreme, but it's not slow. Mm-hmm. It's not slow at all. Yeah. But and it's very stripped down. But yeah, just watching this, I was like, man, Corey would dig the shit out of this movie.
Yeah. You definitely sold me on it when you said that it was something like a Safdie brothers movie, like Marty Supreme or Uncut Gems. Mm-hmm. But you sold me on, like, this dude's just stupid. Like, he thinks he's smarter than what he is, and trying to take on like a heist, art heist. Yeah. Something you got to be damn near genius to do. Yeah, and plus, I just like this actor, man. Josh O'Connor. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. Well, let's go to number 7. This is a movie I heard about. I didn't see anything on it, and almost forgot it existed. But thanks to Martin, I know about it now, since it's number 7 on his list of best of 2025.
I still have my balls.
Yeah, right. Not for long.
Colin Farrell in the Ballad of a Small-Time Player?
Of a small player. Yeah. It's
Ballad of a Small Player.
Yeah, this movie's on Netflix. And this is a movie, I almost didn't go to the screening because I was like, it's going to be on Netflix and I got shit to do. But I thought, I can squeeze it in. And this is a movie I am so thrilled I saw in the theater. He plays, a gambler, a professional gambler in Macau. And he's not winning. And he's kind of a bit of a grifter. Like, people are looking for him because
somebody say you still think he's a penguin.
He absconded with a bunch of money to live this whole lifestyle, and it's not going well for him. So he's constantly on the run and trying to duck people and trying to live this life. And I think that possibly on Rotten Tomatoes it had a lower score because the thing is the story is kind of basic, and it's funny because it is the kind of story, and I like to say what it is would give it away, and I don't want to. Mm-hmm. That I would normally, if somebody tells me that's what it is, I don't want no part of it. This one, I completely fell into and fell in love with, and so much of it is Edward Berger's direction. I don't know if you can see like just how beautiful this looks.
Oh yeah,
it is absolutely gorgeous in every frame, and the music, just the music and the visuals got to me so much. Where and his acting, like everything about it is amazing. Just like the overall plot is just like, all right, well, that's all there is. But everything else, and it's such an adventure, and it really takes you through that world of the casinos in Macau and that whole world. It's shots like that all through it. And when it was all said and done, I just sat there in the theater, like letting like the end credits and the music play over me. And it was an experience. Yeah, it was quickly one of my favorite movies of the year.
All right. At number 6, this is one that I was surprised to see on your list.
On my list at all?
Yeah, because you seemed kind of unenthusiastic about it when it came out. Mm-hmm. But here we are, number 6 on Martin's list of best of 2025.
Listen here, this ain't no house party.
Careful, boy.
You gonna bite off more than you can chew.
Sinners, yeah. I mean, look, it's a global phenomenon, and I can't deny that. And the thing is, yeah, I haven't been as enthusiastic about it because I think the movie is heavily flawed, but the things that work so incredibly well. So much of the cast and the way it looks, and the stuff that's good in it is so good. It's hard to put it down. And I've rewatched it a couple times. Like I said, the stuff I really like.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Martin's number 5 best movie of 2025 is HelloFresh. This is an incredible piece of cinema. Everybody's talking about it. All right, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm messing around with you. We do have to give a word out to our sponsor right now, which is HelloFresh. So I decided to play with you a little bit. But you are going to want to know about HelloFresh because, hey, it's a new year. A lot of you talking about eating healthier. You're talking about saving some money by cooking at home more. And HelloFresh is going to help you out with all of that. Why? Because HelloFresh has over 100 mouth-watering recipes each week, and they got bigger portions now. So you ain't leaving the table hungry, and nobody else is either. Also, it's healthier. You can choose from over 35 high-protein weekly recipes, including new Mediterranean options. Get yourself some HelloFresh because when dinner tastes this good, nothing hits home like home cooking. And you know what else? Hey, look, they're already giving you the gift of eating healthy. They're giving the gift of great taste, and they got something else for you right here. If you go to HelloFresh.com/doubletoasted10FM, you'll get 10 free meals plus a free Zwilling knife. That's a $145 value right there. And that's on your third box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only. And it varies by plan. I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. All right, back to the real list. Let's go to number 5. Martin's Best of 2025.
For over 20 years, Hart and his partner Richard Rodgers created a string of hits.
The whiskey that made Lorenz Hart unemployable.
Blue Moon. Richard Linklater.
I'm surprised this one's so kind of high on your list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because whenever this came out or whatever, you said this was your favorite of the year.
Oh.
Are you surprised it wasn't higher?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
higher.
I thought it'd be like 1 or 2.
Oh. Man, that's the thing. You think something's gonna be there, and then you see something else, and you're like, oh shit. I mean, it's still up there. It's in the top 5.
Yeah.
But incredible movie, especially Ethan Hawke. I mean, I know all the best performance talk is about Chalamet and maybe DiCaprio, but to me, this is the best performance. It's very dialogue heavy, and I also know that when I think about my list, I'm just partial to main characters who ups.
As we've seen on this list, somebody already said Martin loves a scumbag.
I mean, I'm not judging to call them scumbags, but they are ups. And with him, it's his drinking, but it's so much like a play, like a one-act play. It all takes place one night, one location in that bar, and it's all about the acting and the writing, and it's something that Richard Linklater excels at. Yeah, because he's an actor's director, and he's good about having his people rehearse and get everything right before they start filming. And it really hits here.
Number 4, I believe, on Martin's Best of 2025.
Even if she doesn't know she knows it yet.
What is this, Train Stories?
Train Dreams.
Train Dreams.
Yeah, and this is another Netflix movie, but I saw it in theater. It was one of the 2 movies I got to see at the Austin Film Festival, AFF.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in the Paramount Theater. And this movie just kind of washes over you as you're on this whole tale with Joel Edgerton as a guy who's he's a seasonal lumberjack, and just with his wife and trying to raise his family and going out there for these seasons, and you just kind of going through this with him, the different characters he meets, and it's beautiful. And the cinematography, it's been it's going to be nominated for Oscars. But it's hard to describe it, but it's kind of ethereal. I mean, it's not dreamlike, but there's a certain quality to it when you're there, and it does get emotional toward the end.
Let's go ahead and get into number 3. Really winding it down there. Now we're at the top 3 the big ones on Martin's list of 2025. Best of 2025, that is.
Third warning.
Okay, just keep walking.
Third warning.
That's your ass right there. That's the
There you
The
go.
long
There you
walk.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's still too low, but
Yeah, no, you want to give your list away too much. Now you gonna do it. But yeah, if you can tell, this guy loves this movie. This guy loves it less, obviously. But
Well, maybe.
number 3 though.
Number 3, yeah.
It's in the top 3. That's pretty high.
Yeah,
The Long Walk.
The Long
Another
Walk.
Stephen King movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Second Stephen King movie in your list.
I know. I
Running Man
mean,
gonna be number 2.
Yeah, well, I think it was number 2 on his worst stuff. But this right here, this is one of the better adaptations, according to Martin.
yes, and with so many media properties we've been getting hit with these dangerous games, especially some that feature kids or people just trying to do this just to eke out some kind of living, better their circumstances. But with where death is the penalty for losing, I thought this one hit the hardest. You're killing these kids, but also with The Walk, it has such great tension that I just felt myself, like my heart beating fast the whole time. And even my seat, I was moving my feet along with them because I was like, got to keep the pace. I was almost like I was trying to get them to keep pace, like, don't slow down.
You should have watched this on a treadmill like they did some of these people.
Yeah, maybe I could have. But yeah, and with movies like this, with these properties, the kind of properties, it's a reflection on our current society. But this one did it in such a way where it didn't even focus on the monetary gain. It was more of the false drumbeat of patriotism that went along with it, and it just felt the most relevant to me of all these things.
Nice. All right. Almost getting to the number 1, but what is the number 2 movie, best movie of 2025 for Martin?
Marty,
I can't support your mother.
you're not gonna have to. Because I'm gonna step up.
Step up
I'm gonna
how?
step up in a way you can't even imagine. From South where I come from.
And that's Marty Supreme.
Yeah. The sports movie that
wasn't a sports
really.
movie.
Unless being an asshole was a sport. Then he'd be a gold medalist.
Can't just love enough how it walks you into one thing and it turns out to be something else, and it even takes a while to realize, like, oh, that's what this is. Josh Safdie has done it again.
Yeah.
Magoo.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have an affinity for watching movies about characters like this, but this once again is such an adventure. It takes you on so many different places, and that feel of like, can he turn it around? Can he do the right thing? Can things work out for this character? And yet, of all these Safdie films, of the 3, it's the one that actually has the most heart to it. There's a relieving soft spot, especially toward the end of it, that makes it a little bit I wouldn't say more satisfying, just different. Clearly, they really know how to work with actors and people who aren't actors to make them into actors.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Here it is, the moment of truth. Number 1 movie, as far as the best movie of 2025 on Martin's list, goes to.
You know you are so unsuitable for my daughter.
Go.
What do you mean go? You're not gonna slow down?
Yeah, that is one battle after another.
Yeah. Once again, a movie that starts like it's an action movie that's a Republican's wet dream, and goes so many places, amazing performances, just like the last movie. But the real surprise is, like, as much as this is Leonardo DiCaprio's movie, Sean Penn steals every scene he's in.
Yeah.
He was like, it's done. You're like, look, can we just go ahead and give him the Best Supporting Actor award and save time? And I haven't always been a fan of Paul Thomas Anderson's movie, but I think this is his masterpiece. And at 3 hours, I didn't feel the running time at all. And I was with it for the long haul. Yeah, it's rare you see a crazy long movie that you can't wait to turn around and go back and rewatch.
Nice. Well, there you go. There's Martin's list. Top 10 best movies of 2025. Nice job. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.